Hey everybody, welcome back to 14 Rings and NFC East podcast. I'm your host, Lucas, with Mal, Maurice, and JT. I know I look different. Let's not get into that right now.
What's different?
What is different?
What is different?
What? I don't know. This is, I plucked a few eyebrow hairs. That's all. Don't worry about it.
They ain't coming back.
Okay.
But
tonight
you got a haircut. You got that Major Payne haircut. Good for you.
Hey, you know what? I love that movie. I'll take that. I'll take that with a badge of honor.
Mm-hmm.
And I can read lips, so we all good.
All right.
That being said, look, we are finishing up our free agents big boards with Philly tonight. Honestly, this probably should have happened like 2 weeks ago, but last week I had strep. Maurice almost broke his knee. Mal and JT were under the weather too, so we all just decided to take a break. Sorry for not posting it. I was I had a temperature of 103, guys. It was not happening.
Yeah. All four of us were doubtful for last week.
Yeah. It wasn't happening.
That attack
We
on
were
the
all
ice
out,
was
not
brutal,
doubtful.
though.
Yeah, he was out.
Yeah, well, we were out like a lamp.
Yeah.
That being said, it's long overdue. We need to talk about the Eagles free agents, though. I don't know if they have that much money for it. Talk to us about it, Maurice.
I think the Eagles have about $26 million in cap space as we record this. Not a lot, but if there's anyone out there that can finagle the salary cap, it's Howie Rose. So,
and apparently Jerry Jones somehow too. Shout out Jerry.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I don't know. JT's gonna talk about that
with your Eagles.
He's gonna talk about that in his segment. So we'll get to that later. But I'm gonna go with the top 10 free agents. The Philadelphia Eagles, my birds, go Birds, should be looking at this offseason. I'm going with need. This is in no particular order. So I'm gonna get right into it. First one. One of the positions of emphasis, at least for me, is defensive line, edge. So right off the bat, Khalil Mack. Now,
okay,
yeah, Khalil Mack. He's a little older. Don't get me wrong. He's a little longer in the tooth, but still has the pedigree, still has the skill set and the attributes to come in here and on this defensive line with Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis. All you need is a little space, and those guys are going to give him the space on the outside to move. So Khalil Mack, he, like I mentioned, he's older, but his career pass rush grade, according to PFF, is 92.6. He's seventh among edge defenders since 2014, and he has 750 total pressures, outpacing guys like Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt, Danielle Hunter. And he has 120 sacks in that span. So he has the skill set. He has the pedigree for cheap, less than $5 to $10 million. If you can bring him in for one season, I would absolutely love that. Khalil Mack in the Philadelphia Eagles next season. Next one, cornerback Jamel Dean from Tampa Bay. We need a QB2. We need a CB2. It's QB2. We need a CB2 next to Quinyon Mitchell. Last year we had Dory Jackson. He had his bright spots. He had some lows in there as well. I do think they can upgrade. Now, this will cost a lot more. But if you can somehow secure that second cornerback position, and you still got Cooper DeJean and whoever at safety, the defense as a whole will be a lot better next season. So I do like Jamel Dean. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit on the expensive side, but I could see it happening. Another long in the tooth, experienced, older player, Calais Campbell. Once again, he's really old. I mean,
I was about to say.
He's old. But for a 1 year flyer, if they can bring back Brandon Graham, I have no problem with a slight upgrade in Calais Campbell. And on top of that, I would like an older OG player next to Jalen Carter. I think he needs that influence. I think he needs that tutelage he can get from an older player, a veteran player that he looks up to at that position. I think that'll go a long way, actually. We've seen what Jalen Carter can do. I mean, literally before the first play of the first game of the season, he did some bonehead things. So if he can get that veteran leadership, more of it with Brandon Graham, I would absolutely love that. Another veteran I would love to see at a position of need is Zach Ertz. Now, Zach Ertz is coming off an ACL injury. He said that he wants to play one more season. Why not come back to the team he started with? Come back. This would be your last season. Retire. Go on the Ring of Honor here in Philly. Potential Hall of Fame player. That's debatable. But I would love to see Zach Ertz here as a tight end too. We have to see what they do with Dallas Goedert. If they can pay him top dollar, we will see. But obviously, I don't want Zach Ertz here as our number one tight end. But as the backup, I wouldn't mind it. As long as the Eagles draft a blocking tight end with him as the third tight end, I'm good. I'm good with it. All right. Back to the cornerback position. I have Mike Hinton from the Colts. He only played 70 snaps for the Colts through the season, but due to injury. But he's proven to be a really good impact slot corner. In 2024 with the Bengals, he had a 91.7 PFF run grade, and he tied for best in the league while missing only 70.5% of his tackles. So a good run stuffing defensive cornerback that I do believe the Eagles need. Now I'm building this defense based off of Vic Fangio's defense. So considering him coming back, I think this could work. Tackling corners, tackling safeties. You always want players in your defense who can tackle. So that's that. The next free agent is David Edwards from Buffalo, guard.
Oh, okay.
Now, do the Eagles need a guard in free agency? Probably, I would say probably not, because if you have to look and see what did Tyler Steen give you, what did Landon Dickerson give you. Now, I like Landon Dickerson. He had some injuries last season, but he's still a good guard. Tyler Steen, there was a downgrade from Mekhi Becton to Steen. I will admit that. But what I want to see,
get him back.
We can get him back. Yeah, if the Chargers release him, which everyone says they will.
They did, or they're leaning towards it.
Yeah, I think they're leaning towards. They're waiting until I want to say June, or at least until March, when the new league year starts. If I can say it correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I'm the Eagles, when it comes to the draft, I'm drafting a right tackle. I'm drafting Lane Johnson's replacement. That's for sure, with a high pick too. Mm-hmm. Spoiler alert from my mock draft, but I'm definitely taking his replacement high in the draft. Now, when it comes to guards, I will take a flyer and see if we can't get back then. Now, you got to keep in mind we have a new offensive line coach as well, so you don't know what schemes they're going to come up with differently. You don't know yet. But we're doing this in late February, so we don't know yet. But Mekhi Becton was definitely an upgrade. There was a notable difference last year in offensive line. Just ask Saquon Barkley that. So guard-wise, I will look to upgrade. If it's like I mentioned, if it's not Mekhi Becton, I will love a David Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
Another guard.
Can I interject here just for a second here? I do want to note that the NFL rules committee is not going to be looking at the tush push, and I think the fact that your offensive line coach not coming back might be playing a part in that. So I think there might be moving away from the tush push from the Eagles' perspective moving forward. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even really put it on the Eagles anymore. Like the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen did it way better. So I mean, hey, are we punishing the Buffalo Bills now? I mean,
we should.
It's always going to be synonymous with the Eagles, but
anybody who do it,
yeah,
yeah. But hey, if the league now thinks that it's not as a dominant of a play like it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, then fine. Don't ever bring it up again, though. Don't bring it up again if the Eagles start scoring touchdowns every game from a touch push. Don't bring it up next season. Don't do it.
You had your chance this season, and it's been pretty quiet.
Yeah. All right. So next up, I have 3 left. Real quick. Excuse me, I have 4 left. I do want to mention someone that was a former Eagle. I think it's going to be really cheap, not expensive. Hassan Reddick. I would love to have Hassan Reddick back.
But does he want to be back with you guys?
No, he didn't leave on. He didn't. Oh, what you mean?
I'm pretty sure you guys traded him, didn't you?
Yeah, we did, but we didn't want to pay him the money that he was asking for. I mean, that's business. I mean,
it's a business decision.
Yeah, and he hasn't produced since then. So
that price
dropped real quick. I would love to have Hassan Reddick here on a 1-year deal. He was an amazing pass rusher for the year he was here. Now it's a different defense with Fangio, but I would love to have Hassan Reddick here on the flyer for 1 season. Not every free agency move for the Eagles is going to have to be $10-15 million a year. Obviously, we don't have that type of cap money, so if we can get Hassan Reddick here for 1 year for $4 or $5 million, $6 million, I wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind it at all. Put some incentives in it. Wouldn't mind that. Number 3. This is a new one. I just added this one because since I made this list, there's been a couple weeks has gone by. There's been some breaking news. I would love for the Eagles to look at Bradley Chubb. Now, I don't think he's been released yet. I gotta look that one up. I don't know if he was technically released or they're waiting for a certain period in time to release him.
I think they're waiting for the post-June
cut.
And then you can't do that until after the new league year.
Okay.
So it could be after that kick starts.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the Miami Dolphins are on a little fire sale right now. They released Tyreek Hill. Now they're already talking about him going back to KC. We'll see how that goes. But I would love to have Bradley Chubb. Another Vic Fangio disciple, just like Jalen Phillips. I do think Chubb is a upgrade over Jalen Phillips. Now, Bradley Chubb is 29. He's a little older than Phillips. But I think he's just simply a better player overall.
I get that. Just health concerns would be my thing with him.
Yeah, and that's pretty much every guy you're going to... If you're the Eagles, if you're the Eagles, you're going to bring in a guy who has health concerns, but the talent is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they're within the Eagles' price range right now.
Yeah. I mean, same thing with Jalen Phillips last year. He had injuries towards ACL.
Yeah.
But he did produce and he had some good games for the Eagles, though.
Yeah.
It's banking on that talent side, and it could be a risk, but it could be a high reward as well.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. The last 2 names is 2 very familiar names. They're both from the same team. Rashid Shaheed. I want him.
Can you afford him?
That might be my number 1 free agency pick for the Eagles.
That's fair.
I think he's in our price range.
If you, well, I mean, if y'all
won a Super Bowl,
and if y'all aren't looking to keep AJ,
that's the thing. Like, if you trade AJ, then he makes sense.
Oh yeah, he makes it even more sense then. But I could see him as a receiver 3. Now, what makes him special for me is
Special teams.
special teams. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the Eagles just haven't had anybody explosive in special teams in a very long time. I mean, since Deshaun Jackson, basically. I mean, it's been a long time.
Hold up. Who was there last? Who was there more
Brett
recently?
Covey.
Deshaun or was it Darren Sproles?
It was around the same time. And then Deshaun came back like 2016.
That's right.
No, he came back 20. It was like right before the pandemic.
No, he
Didn't,
came back.
Jalen Rager do some stuff in special teams.
Yeah, but he wasn't like Jackson or Sproles.
I didn't say he was.
Maurice is like, no.
No. Yeah, so both of them were like, their heydays were like early to the mid 2000s. Sproles and Jackson. Jackson came back. He definitely came back after the pandemic because he caught a couple touchdown passes from Hurts. So, yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, we haven't had a dynamic returner in a very long time. If you can get a guy who can produce a touchdown on special teams, it's always going to have some value. Just like Turpin. Oh yeah, he's always going to have some value, and then you can plug and play him in a receiver in the offense anytime you want. When you have a team with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, there's definitely going to be opportunities had if he plays there. Now, is he going to be in Eagles' price range? Probably not, but that's my wish. I wish the Eagles look at Shaheed. And number one, I'm gonna go back to cornerback 2. I think all of us have mentioned him. Rick Woolen.
Yeah.
Rick Woolen.
Yeah, I
fair.
think we all had him on our list, on you guys' lists.
He's about to get paid by somebody a lot of money.
Once again, from the same team, the Seahawks championship team. Yeah, I think he's the perfect cornerback 2 next to Quinyon Mitchell, physical, ball hawk. Pretty much the same player, but a little less notable, I would say, at this point. He made some bonehead decisions like in the playoff run. I remember that. But besides that, very skillful corner. I like his game, physical. I think he fits Vic Fangio's defense to a T. I would really like him on the team as well. If you somehow threw out a trade, a Madden 12 trade of AJ Brown for Rick Woolen and Shaheed, might accept it. Might accept that one. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Oh,
Okay.
What you guys think?
I mean,
It's not a bad list.
Not
No,
a bad
not at
list.
all.
Yeah, I think you solid. You're going for guys within your price range. I think that's reasonable.
And you're also looking for guys that fits Vic Fangio's style. So
Honestly, if anything, I'm surprised I didn't see more offensive line help on there because I honestly think
if everybody's healthy, offensive line is good.
It was just one of those years.
Yeah. Well, Maurice, do you have any other Eagles news besides the tush push that you would like to talk about before we move on?
Well, no, like I said, don't come back. Don't revisit this topic of tush push when Jalen Hurts has 15 rushing touchdowns next season.
from the 1 yard line.
From the 1 yard line.
Fair enough.
Vulturing touchdowns from Saquon.
The vulturing.
Stealing touchdowns away from Saquon.
Yeah, fantasy, don't
as long as you score points, this is what matters.
One thing I know, I ain't drafting Saquon in no fantasy this year.
No, that's done.
Go for Hurts.
No.
Don't do neighbors either. He was in that commercial for fantasy.
What's that supposed to mean?
No, it's just
is he cursed?
That's what the commercial was joking about him being.
Well,
wait, did Saquon get Madden cursed this year?
Ooh.
Yes.
He was on the cover last year.
Hold up. He still had over 1,000 yards.
Yeah, production was still okay.
It just
wasn't as effective.
Yeah,
no, but that's because you can blame that on the offensive line more than him.
Hey, you blame cover if you say so.
Yeah,
I mean, Maurice, you tell me, did he?
I don't know. We don't know yet.
Yeah, so I don't think we know that. Any thoughts on the AJ Brown comments by Nick Sirianni, Maurice?
Ooh, That sounded eerily familiar to Doc Rivers talking about Ben Simmons. I don't know if he could be our point guard. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking to a Sixers fan here. Yeah.
Oh man, that was I think that was a gaffe on Sirianni's part to even say that.
I think that's almost guaranteeing that he's gone.
Yep. It was definitely a shot.
A lot of dead money. A lot of dead money to trade him.
You're gonna have to trade him.
$43 million. $43 million in dead cap to trade AJ Brown. So that's a lot. Howie Roseman's going to have to find a way to make that work, at least for one more season. Give it one more season. With
I don't
a new
know if
offensive
you can.
coordinator.
I don't know if you can.
With a new offensive coordinator, I don't know. It's not like he's beefing with the quarterback. If he was beefing with the quarterback, like a McNabb TL type situation, then yeah, you would have to make a move. But his gripe was with the coach, Petullo.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
was
it could
just
work out with the net.
Or was it with Sirianni as well?
I don't know. I don't want to speculate. But I don't know.
It's an eerie feeling.
I mean, he did have an argument with him in the last game he played.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see him much with a book this season.
With who?
No book. No book.
Oh, no book. Oh.
Yeah, it was no book.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he started drawing or something.
No inner excellence this season. I don't know. Maybe next season he might need a coloring book next season, but he's going to be here next
sketch
season.
paper or something.
Yeah,
drawing coaches.
Yeah,
throwing footballs like at their head.
But as
like
of right now, I foresee him being an Eagle next season, even with these comments.
Well, if it don't work out, you can always talk to Tennessee about a trade.
They might want AJ back.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to see which teams would come out the woodwork for him. That's for sure.
Would the Commanders give up their first round pick for him?
No. Don't even know.
Nice try, buddy.
I could see a team like the 49ers who are probably going to lose Ayuk and Jennings in free agency.
No,
it depends. It could work with the Shanahan style because he'll get the ball in his hands and the physicality will show.
Yeah,
who knows?
Or maybe you can trade him to Seattle for one of those two players you're dreaming for. Who knows?
Yeah, give me Shaheed and Woolen and trade accepted.
You're not getting both for AJ. You're getting one. You're getting one.
Yo, that would be dangerous adding him because then they will have to figure out who would get the ball from JSN and Cup.
Cup would be third on that pecking order, I would assume.
Yeah, he's not the player he used to be.
Hey, but he still gets you
JSN
what you
wants to
need.
get paid this summer too. He said, "I want number one wide receiver money."
If that happened, that would be the best duo receiver core in the league.
It would be interesting.
Yeah, interesting. All right,
anything else Eagles wise? Are you good?
No, I'm good.
All right, let's get to them boys.
Here we go.
It's time. All right.
To duel? Is it time to duel?
Oh my god.
It's time.
Duel.
I'm still recovering from my voice. Please bear with me. But yes, I got a little bit of news. It won't be long. Christian Parker had his press conference. It was a very nice 30 minutes they had. It was everything I needed to hear, looking forward to. God knocked it out of the park. I think this was a great hire, especially as a defense coordinator. Also like the hires under him as well. I think they're perfect. Now I just need front office to get the dudes in here and allow the coaches to cook and everything will work itself out. What I liked about Parker's press conference was that being able to talk about what he's looking for. I finally know what Parker's looking for in a player. I won't go into details about it, but I at least know that I can go into this mock draft period and be able to see if I can find that guy. But I'm very pleased on what I heard from it. Hopefully they do some changes, which I think they should do, and just build this defense in Parker's image, respect it. I want front office to be able to respect him as the coordinator as well as the coaches under him. and to give more leeway to Shoddy on what he's doing on the offensive side, as well as the coaches under him. So overall, I liked how they executed the press conference, and it was good. They need to start doing that more often. Other news I have is that we have our first free agent signing, and that's running back Javonte Williams. He signed a 3-year deal worth $24 million. It's $16 million guaranteed with a $6 million signing bonus, $3.9 mil on the cap hit for the upcoming year. What's so funny?
I was just giving you golf clap. That's it, dude. I was just giving you golf clap. That's it, dude. It was nothing disrespectful, I swear.
No, this is a great signing, and I think
it
was. I think Jerry Jones is learning from his mistakes.
Yeah,
sign these guys early. Don't wait until the market goes up.
I think there's something to the line that, but I'm gonna lean towards Shoddy on this one.
Mm-hmm.
This signing showed that they wanted to establish a continuation of a physical presence on the offense side of the ball. Javonte Williams is a bruiser. He went to the University at FFU. Like, that's his alma mater. And that's Fall Forward University. Shout out to Botch for that one. Where he gets the dirty yards, he falls forward, and he does it exceptionally. Now, I'm happy they got this deal done. It's a nice deal. It shows what they were able to do with adding money and just addressing what they needed to in the cap space. I like it because when he gets to the end of his contract, we will have all his good years ahead of him. The one thing that I want them to do to add so we can continue to lengthen his abilities is add another running back to pair with him. I want that RB1 duo for him because that's going to be key. Because at the tail end of the season, you saw some wear and tear with him, and I really want to keep him healthy as possible, especially for the time when they have to play in the winter. I don't want them to feel like they go into the winter without a running identity. I want them to be able to be ready and prepared for winter when they do get there, when they decide to get there. I want them to play winter ball instead of summer ball. So, but overall, I'm happy that Javonte Williams stays with a star on his helmet. Interested to see what the next signings are going to be. Now, I've heard some rumors about Brandon Aubrey getting a contract. I'm not going to go into details of the number for it. If they sign him, that's great. He's an automatic weapon we could add on special teams. If he goes, it is what it is. There's kickers coming out in the draft. I'm already looking at some.
Nah. I don't trust this draft.
Nah, man.
You can't let him go.
You got an automatic kicker, man. You got to sign
one
him.
of the best in the league.
I know that he had a miss late in the season last year, but like you got
no.
If he's
asking, I want to keep him, but if they're throwing out numbers saying that they got a nice contract for him and he wants more, I'm curious on what that more is.
Okay, so let's just talk about it for a second. The speculation, the rumor was he wanted $10 million a year. Is that too much?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
I think that's fine. That's good.
Considering how many games he's won, you guys, I feel like if anything, that's still an underpay for him.
$10 million a year for a kicker. It's a lot of money. But
I know it's a lot of money, but like he's worth it though.
Yeah, I think he's worth it.
He's a weapon. Like, I would pay him what he wants. I wouldn't even second guess it. I just want them to be able to find the right number for him, get it done. This is the earliest I've seen them execute on trying to get contracts done, which I'm cool with.
Dude.
I just need them to figure out what they're going to do under the Pickens thing. I'm hearing that they're going to franchise tag him. Now, into this week, you can go, all you want. But
I thought they tagged him already.
They didn't tag him yet.
No? Okay.
Kyle
I thought
Pitts
they did.
is the one for the Falcons that got signed on the tag today.
Mm-hmm.
So they're planning on tagging Pickens, which I assume they're trying to get a deal done. I just need to see how it's going to go with the whole situation with front office and Mulugeta, because that's Pickens' agent. They got a deal done with Mulugeta with Tyler Smith. I got news on him real quick. But they can get a number where they need it to be. I'm hearing things at $30 million. It could be more, but I just want them to stop speculating and start getting ink to paper on what they need to do to get a deal done. I would like Pickens to be here, but I also know that defense is key as well. But I also know that if Pickens is signed, you free up money. You can get these defensive guys taken care of in free agency and whatever happens in the draft. So I am happy that they're being able to handle things. They're addressing it. But I want this not to be a bloodbath going into July, which I could see this Pickens deal thing going. But if they franchise tag him, shows that they want him here and they're going to try to get a deal done. The only thing is that's $28 million. That's going to be on the cap. So it's better to get them signed instead of putting that tag on them. So they have till the end of the combine to be able to execute what they need to. I know that Mulugeta said they're going to be talking during the combine with hearing offers and whatnot. Hopefully Dallas has something for Pickens. Next news. Tyler Smith had surgery on his knee to be able to get things cleaned up in his knee. He said that he should be ready by the time training camp starts, which I'm happy for him to be able to take care of it. I didn't want him to have that lingering injury going into the offseason, but I'm glad he got the surgery. I assume it went really well. I haven't gotten too much details on it. Just know that he had knee surgery. And the last news I have is Cowboys fully finalized their coaching staff. I think the last time that I talked about it, they added 2 more to the list. So I have inside linebackers coach Scott Simons. He was the defense coordinator with SMU. The other one was assistant wide receiver and Stephen Bravo Brown, and offensive line quality control Kyle Fuller. And the last coach that I saw that they hired today is pass rush specialist Brandon Jordan. He was with Denver the last 2 seasons, as well as being a coach for Seattle. So for right now, I think that completes the Cowboys coaching staff. They've done a really good job executing what they needed to. Shoddy and his team is making sure that they have everything covered and what they need to do. And I'm just ready for them to get the players in and get things cooking. I digress.
All right. Mal, any news in Giant Land?
So a lot of my off season has been kind of focused around building the coaching staff, which is all done, which we spoke about the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Schoen and John Harbaugh did have a press conference today. I didn't get to watch much of it because I was at work, so I do need to rewatch that, and I will cover most of that next week. A lot of it had to do questions regarding free agents on the team and, how that's looking. Joe Schoen said that with, Harbaugh, like the head coaching search taking up a lot of the offseason, he's been, recently starting to dive into the free agency conversation. So hopefully more to come on that. Other than that, though, not much going on with the Giants. It's been pretty quiet. The guys are enjoying their off season, and hopefully we'll be getting back to work here soon. So I don't really have much. We haven't re-signed anyone, restructured anyone, nothing. Quiet in Giants land. We'll see what happens.
We will see. I do have a question. So you guys hired a new, vice president of football operations? What's her name?
Yes, Dawn Aponte.
Yeah, it feels like based off the list of her responsibilities that Joe Schoen is almost more of a figurehead than actual GM at this point. Your thoughts on that?
I mean, we'll see what happens when it comes draft time. That's really where Joe Schoen's going to be doing most of his work. He is still doing the scouting. She's doing more, he was the VP of operations, but she's going to take over that role, which is a good call. I like that hire a lot. I think she's going to bring, a fresh perspective to this front office, to this Giants team. So I'm more excited to see where her role comes in, especially when it comes into, what Joe Schoen did over the past few years that he's been here.
Yeah, it feels like he's mostly in charge of the draft, and like John Harbaugh and your new VP is going to be in charge of free agency by the sounds of it.
We'll see what happens.
All right. Well, if anybody had any other questions or thoughts, we'll move on. Cool. So it's Commanders. Both, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinators were introduced. I think I talked about that last time. Correct me if I... Okay, cool. So not too much news. We last episode we did have a special guest prior to that episode. You guys can check that out in terms of the new logo, the new uniforms and helmets. One update from that he's posted. Shout out Zach, by the way. Is that we will be getting glossy helmets back instead of the matted. I like the glossy helmets more anyway. That's just me personally.
I do too.
But outside of that, when we look at actual Commanders news, there hasn't been too much. Both Dan Quinn and AP were both at the Combine and were interviewed today. AP gave us a big nothing burger, which is not on. That's on point for him. He's not going to give away anything. Somebody asked him about Brandon Ayuk, and I don't know if the reporter just forgot, but Brandon Ayuk is still under contract. He cannot talk about other players. Stop asking him those questions.
Try to set that man up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Trying to get that fine. But I will say that in terms of what I expect from Adam Peters, he says he's going to be looking at, right now they're at the Combine, but they're going to be shifting. They're getting ready to shift to free agency, and the new coordinators definitely had an input on what the type of players they're looking for in free agency, though. So that's important. I do want to note something from Dan Quinn's interview, though, and something that that also David Blau mentioned. So David Blau mentioned we're going to be playing a lot more under center, right? And in AP's assessment of Ben Sinnott 2 years ago when we drafted him, he compared him to Kyle Kuzak, right? Fullback, San Francisco, right? Dan Quinn let something slip today, which I think is very important. He talked about Ben, somebody asked him about, maximizing players in this new system and the guys like Ben Sinnott. And he said, oh, well, Ben Sinnott, he thrives coming out of the backfield. Pause. Okay? I think that Ben Sinnott is going to want to get a number change to the 40s because he wore 40s in college. Can't remember which number of 40 he wore in college. I think it was 47. I could be wrong.
Fullback?
I think he's switching to fullback.
Interesting.
Well, no, he's going to be playing fullback. He's playing he played
fullback?
he played fullback in college.
Looking for the next Cooley?
I think that's what they're envisioning for him, which would make more sense as a guy who does most of his damage after the catch, getting the catch in the backfield out of the I formation, right? So that actually makes a lot more sense for his skill set. And if that's the case, one, I would expect a number change. Two, I'm not reporting that. This is just me speculating. And if the number change doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. But if you're going to treat him like a fullback, then make him more a fullback number. Okay, that's all that I ask. Because I love fullback numbers. That you don't see them enough anymore. But
no, it's not wrong. It's not wrong.
Because I actually had in my broader free agent big board that I didn't have, I had Gilliam from Buffalo on there. But if we're gonna switch Ben Sinnott back to fullback, then we don't need him.
So who would be your tight end if he does make that move to fullback?
So we still have John Bates, we still have Colson Yankoff, and as I said in the free agent, yes, his name is Yankoff. And I already mentioned Isaiah Likely. Look, we can pay him a lot of money. we can outbid anybody. So I think Isaiah Likely's likely to come to DC. Exactly. So anyway, that's really the big stuff that I have right now. There's not too much going on. We're waiting for the law. Oh, Andrew Wiley got re-signed for 2 years. He's offensive line depth. He's versatile swing, guard, tackle, both sides. He's line depth. Though I will say, and I listened to some other content creators, they make a good point. Chris Paul, he's a free agent of ours. I would like him to come back because he's so good in pass protection. But if we're going to be running the ball more, that's not his strength. So I think bringing back Wiley almost not guarantees, but it makes it less likely that he returns. But that's just my thought. But anyway, I want to move on. And what do we have next? What's next up on the docket? Maurice already kind of mentioned it with the Tyreek Hill stuff, with the Dolphins releasing him.
Yeah.
Anything else? Do we need to mess with anything else? I saw that the Andrew Berry, GM of the Browns, wants Watson and Shador to compete for the QB competition, in Cleveland.
So
I
they
think that
forgetting
would
about
be,
Gabriel?
didn't say Gabriel. I think Gabriel was a Stefanski pick, 100%.
Damn, that's cold.
I think
That's
it's.
cold.
Tell me if I'm.
Wait, do the Falcons pick up Dylan Gabriel?
Well, that's
they're
the
probably
question
gonna
because
release
they
Kirk
are set to
Cousins.
release Kirk Cousins, and here's another hot take.
Yeah.
I would like Kirk Cousins to come back to DC.
I
Hear
bet
me
you
out.
would.
Why? You have James
No.
Daniels and Marcus Mariota.
Kirk Cousins is a backup at this point. Kirk Cousins is a
Yeah,
backup.
I
So
thought
you're done with
Mariota
So
was
is
Mariota?
great.
Mariota, and Mariota's good. Why would you get rid of him?
Okay, hear me out. You're trying to run a system where you play primarily under center. Mariota's good, but he's more of a shotgun QB. Can we agree on that? We
Yeah.
can't.
A dog.
Okay, so
End of discussion.
if
Kirk
that's
Cousins is going to Minnesota.
Cool if he goes to Minnesota, but I think he should come back to
Going
DC,
back.
be the mentor that he was supposed to be. That he can't be for JD because Kirk Cousins is definitely an under center QB that can definitely
think-
teach.
I think-
highway robbery
Lucas, you
quarterback
have the
getting
most
that
hot
money.
takes of anyone that I know, man.
Hey,
He in the bakery right now.
Hey, look, call
I
me
actually-
Chef Johnson. I don't care.
I think Kirk Cousins would actually be a really good backup in New York with the Giants.
I have Jameis Winston. What do I need him for?
I was about to say she has Jameis. I would love Jameis. I love Jameis in New York. It's just
Jameis Winston
And no.
is better than Kirk Cousins?
I
no,
don't care
but I
if he's
love
better.
Jameis in New York. Jameis fits New York's personality much better
Yeah.
than Kirk
Listen,
does.
Yeah.
we're about winning football games, man. I mean, come on, man.
Well, my
He's an
team's
Aura
been so
farm
bad
somewhere
for
else.
so long. No, my team's been so bad for so long. All I do is Aura farm. Let me Aura farm more Reese.
Yeah, let the aura farming happen in New York. If it's going to be one team in this division that's going to aura farm because of the city that they're in, it's going to be the Giants.
Speaking of Aura farming and around the league, real quick, this won't be long. You know who's the biggest Aura farmer in the league? Aaron Rodgers. He always
That's
stands
true.
in the backfield when he hands the ball off to the running back, watches everyone tackle each other with his hands in his pocket. Dude just stands back there Aura farming the entire time. Frustrates
You
me.
done messed up AA Roman.
Can't stand that guy.
And he might be back in Pittsburgh. That's the crazy part.
Bless his heart.
Yeah.
Bless the
that's-
Steelers fans. Like, I don't like y'all. Like, bump y'all. But, like, that's going to be rough.
Bump y'all.
But for real.
Good luck to Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, let him-
Is
let
there
him
good
cook.
luck? I don't know. We'll see.
Let him cook.
Let Big Mike do his thing.
But
Yeah.
anyway, let's get. I know JT's been waiting for this. Let's get into the socials.
Oh, real quick. I think we forgot this one. I think we were off that week. But not only did Belichick not get in the Hall of Fame, but Robert Kraft didn't get in the Hall of Fame.
Darren
Tell you
Woodson didn't get in the Hall of Fame neither.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a trip to Canton. Who wants to join me?
Who wants to?
Real
I'll
quick.
come.
Because I
30
need to talk. Because I need
30
to talk to
seconds.
this
30
committee.
30 seconds, JT. Why should Darren Woodson be in the Hall of Fame?
When?
Why? I'm just
Why?
saying, like,
Why?
give us the
Not
proposal.
when.
The proposal. Why should Darren Woodson be an
Because
NFL Hall of Famer?
He's the originator of the hybrid safety.
I never
That's
saw
fair.
that. Never noticed that before. Okay.
Didn't even need 30 seconds.
This
No.
dude was a linebacker at Arizona State, and they brought him in as a safety.
Mm.
Man returned kicks. He could come downhill, hit you. He was multiple. He can cover. He can take an interception back to the house. He will lay the boom on you. Like, I don't understand how Ed Reed and Brian Dawkins got in there, but the originator of what they did is not even in the Hall of Fame.
That's a good point.
It's just frustrating me that most Cowboy teams that have had phenomenal players are not in the Hall of Fame, and they've had a pivotal point in the championship run with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
It just makes no sense. I don't
Man,
understand it. It just hurts
speaking.
my heart to see these guys not getting the recognition that they deserve,
You speaking
and
to the
especially
choir.
Darren.
Man, you speaking to the choir. You know how many Redskins players didn't get in the Hall of Fame that should have from that 93 team?
There's a
92,
lot of
sorry.
there's a lot of guys in this division that should be in the Hall of Fame, but it's somebody that's keeping most of these guys out, and it's not right.
We
If
talked
you can
about
put if you can put the steel curtain defense in the Hall of Fame, why can't you put the Doomsday defense in there? Why can't you put some of Jimmy Johnson's defensive guys that were pivotal points in getting the championship in the Hall of Fame? They got 3 of those things.
Politics.
politics.
But
They
real
about to
quick.
get dealt with.
Real
It makes
quick.
no sense.
All right.
Next,
Next-
let's-
next
to be in there.
season's next
J-
season's
JT.
Pro Football Hall of Fame players have been announced. Some of them anyway. I'm just gonna run down the names real quick. Rob Gronkowski. I think he's in.
Yeah.
Patriot, nope.
All right.
That
Adrian
would be
Peterson.
wild.
He's part of the
Adrian
problem.
Peterson.
AP should be in. He should
Yeah,
absolutely
he should
be.
Yeah, he's in. Yeah. Ben Roethlisberger.
I don't like the Steelers, so I'm going to recuse myself from this one.
No. It's about the player. The player.
I'll give it to him.
No. Can we get Eli Manning in, please, next year?
I
need Eli Manning in next year.
He should be in.
I need him in next year. Because the QB classes after this are going to be a little rough. So
you know why Phillip Rivers came out of retirement, so his Hall of Fame clock can reset. That's why he did it. Because
I'm going to have Eli come out for one day and then reset.
There you go.
Speaking of quarterbacks eligible, Cam Newton.
No.
Not first ballot.
If Eli didn't get in, selection. Cam Newton for real?
No, yeah.
Not first ballot.
And Antonio Brown.
Yo, yes, I need it.
Speaking
of
no.
He's an Aura farmer.
AKA Antonio Brown had like 4
I was about to say, CTE
seasons.
had got him.
Antonio Brown had like 4 amazing seasons.
By the way, I do want to note, as a guy who's Aura farming, Odell Beckham Jr. has been begging to go back onto the Giants because of John Harbaugh.
I mean, let him cook. Like, I'm totally fine with him coming back on a vet minimum and retiring here, but like, he can't have a big role.
That's fair.
That's fair. Real quick, 3 more names: Richard Sherman, Andrew Whitworth, and Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon should not be. I'm sorry.
No, none of them. Richard Sherman.
I'll put Whitworth in there.
I would put Sherman in there. Part of the Legion of Boom.
Not
sure,
why not?
Richard Sherman should be in it just alone for the fight he had with Crabtree.
Snatch the chain.
That was incredible. When she's like, who was talking about you? And he's like, Crabtree. And she's like, okay.
It's like, what, a mediocre receiver.
Hall of Fame interview right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get... I know JT's been waiting for like an extra 4 minutes. Let's get to social medias.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have 2 of these things. Get ready. Okay. All right. It's time for Who's That Football Player, Part 1. I can't think of a sound effect for that one, but this player played with the Philadelphia Eagles in the 2005 season. This player had 55 carries for 278 yards, 3 touchdowns. The long was 50 plus, 4 receptions for 7 yards, no career awards. Mal, Lucas, and Maurice, who's that football player?
You said 55 receptions?
No. 4 receptions for 7 yards. It was 55 carries.
Tank Bigsby.
In 2005? No.
Oh, I thought you said 2025.
No.
I'm trying to remember who was the backup
go with
to
your
Westbrook.
instinct,
I have no idea at that point.
I thought you said 2025.
Maurice, who was the backup to Westbrook? I don't remember.
Don't know.
It's not even a backup.
Nope.
4 carries?
Who you got?
4 receptions, 55
4 receptions
carries.
for 7 yards, 55 carries for 278 yards with 3 touchdowns.
Oh my God. It was that rookie running back. He got hurt.
Yeah. But you talk about Corell Buckhalter.
No. No? I don't think so. Shoot. I don't know his name.
You know what college he's from, Mal?
No. But I remember he was a rookie.
Yeah, I got Corell Buckhalter.
I have no idea. I'm not going to pretend like I know.
You know
this
what? I'm going to go with the name that Maurice said, but I don't think that's it. But I don't know the name.
Who, Corell Buckhalter?
Yeah.
Maurice, who do you think it is?
I said Corell Buckhalter. That's who I think it is.
Your final answer.
Final answer.
All right. Incorrect. It's Ryan Moats.
Oh, man.
Oh, I do remember him.
I remember
he was like 3rd string. He wasn't even like the backup.
Wasn't he a rookie?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
I feel like he was a rookie, but whatever. Yeah, I tried.
But anyway,
I'm proud
next time. You tried.
Ryan Moats was like the 3rd. He was like special teamer. But anyway, fair enough. You got me.
Alrighty. Add that one to the chamber. All right. The next one we have It's time for Who's That Football Player Part 2. This player played in the 2013 season. This player had 44 receptions for 736 yards, 5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns. The longest was 80 plus. 3 carries for 4 yards, no career awards. Maurice, Lucas, and Mal, who's that football player?
It's not Miles Austin.
This is the third or fourth receiver.
Was it Roy Williams?
I'm not going to know third or fourth.
No, it wasn't Roy Williams. Actually, it was
it a tight end?
It was Terrence Williams. That's what it was.
Terrence. I knew it was a Williams. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, that's what got me, Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it's a third or fourth string receiver.
Yeah, I'll go with Terrence Williams. I feel confident on that one.
Mal?
I'll go with Lucas. He seems confident. Terrence Williams.
I mean, I wouldn't, but that's just me.
Nah, that was Maurice. Maurice, is that your final answer?
That's your final answer. Lock it in.
You are correct, sir. Good job.
Good job, Maurice. You held it down for the team.
There you go.
Yeah, I know Terrence Williams.
You had to get... You know the reason why I did that?
What?
Because he was a wide receiver, too.
He was in front of Miles Austin this season?
Dez was the primary guy.
Okay, all right.
It was Dez, it was Terrence, and then we had Lauren Robinson.
Austin was on injury that year, I think, right?
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Yep. So
one of them seasons he missed the whole season. Okay.
Yeah. Terrence Williams was a reliable wide receiver too. He got you the key catches you needed. He did kind of the dirty catch up when it came to getting the ball. He made big plays when he needed to. Honestly, that's what Dallas needs moving forward. They need a reliable wide receiver too. That could be Pickens. It could be someone else. But the whole big situation where we should trade Pickens for Max Crosby, I don't know. We'll see how that goes, especially the health of Crosby and Pickens. If he's not a big number and we're able to sign him, go get the next best thing on defense to help your team. But I want this offense to stay intact as much as possible. But Terrence Williams is the Who's That Football Player. Next week is the Giants.
You know who Terrence Williams reminded me of as an Eagles fan? He reminded me of Jason Avant. You remember Jason Avant?
I do
Jason
remember
Avant.
Jason
He
Avant,
caught a lot of tough passes.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like when Dallas played Seattle in that 2014 season, when Romo had to get that 3rd and 15, he threw the ball and Terrence Williams toe tapped it and kept that drive going, and they won the game. He was reliable in certain ways. I just wish more could have been added for him on the team, but I just wanted to give him a shout out for that.
Okay. Poll question time?
Poll!
Okay.
Though you forgot to make your poll question, madam.
I just realized that. But that's for next week, right?
No, that was for this week.
You did do yours. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let me get through this and then hold on. Okay, so I did want to mention before we get to the Cowboys poll question, though, we did have a poll question that was asked that got pretty good interaction. It had 226 votes.
I did
6 responses.
On social media. Yeah.
And it said, which NFC East team does Chubb make the most sense for? The Commanders or the Cowboys? 56% voted for the Cowboys. We did have an Eagles fan comment, Philadelphia Eagles have entered the chat. But they were an option,
fair.
so there you go.
Fair. That's fair. Shout out to everybody who voted on that poll question.
Here's a few of the responses. Better chance for Super Bowl Commanders than Dak Prescott and the choking Cowboys. Sorry, Earl. Someone said good player can't stay healthy. Someone said Giants and someone said NFC North Lions.
Dang, they must have been an Eagles fan. Did they? What was their? Did they have a team in particular?
His name is Noman Qureshi. He joined October 2011, follows 5, has 3 followers. So to take it with a grain of salt, Earl.
Oh no, I just brushed it off the shoulder.
Yeah,
Pitiful.
That's it. Let it go.
What
Thick
else?
skin.
What else?
That's it. That's all we got.
That's it.
Yep. And
I bet Lucas put the person up to that.
I did.
probably-
Why are you
Burn the
throwing my
Cowboys?
name out?
Yeah, I was just gonna say it was actually.
I
Roethlisberger.
am not
Yeah.
Will
Are you
Smith
trying
or
to take
Jada
shots?
Pickens. I am not Chris Rock here. Gosh,
I wouldn't slap you.
I
I'd
would
pluck you in
hope
the
not.
nose is what I would do.
What? Excuse me. Excuse
I
me.
would
What?
pluck you in the
Oh,
nose.
I can see that though. I can see him doing that.
You think a
Alright.
slap? I'm just.
But the Cowboys poll question that we did have was, how should the Dallas Cowboys address their defensive needs this offseason, free agency, draft, or both? On X, we didn't have any responses.
That's
But
okay.
That's okay. I'm gonna check Instagram real quick.
It's TikTok. You want to check TikTok?
TikTok.
I don't have TikTok.
Oh, then I will check TikTok.
Yeah, can you
for
look
us.
up TikTok's answer?
Thank you, sir.
But while
You
he's
have a
looking at-
TikTok account.
but I don't have it downloaded on my phone.
Shame.
I know.
How's
I'm not
that
a
a
big.
shame
I'm not
after
a
they-
TikToker. But
That's fair.
Well, our
I-
fans are, so we need to make sure we can interact with our fans.
True. Sorry. I will say though, I will answer it real quick. So I think it needs to be a little bit combination of both.
Me too.
Okay,
So-
so we have a lot of we have some we have
Yeah,
some
it's some stuff. I
it's,
did see
some
some
stuff
things
here. So
I'm not sure if it updated from the last time I
so
saw it.
okay, here's what we got. So the poll question was that Antonio Mon 848 says, "Who cares? They're still gonna stink. Go
Yeah,
Eagles."
that was the main one.
And then
Yeah, I saw that
Randall
My
Ankney
question
says,
is, he's actually a Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He said garbage can as usual. Then the Wolfman says has to be the draft. Jerry only signs one big free agent to sell tickets.
I
And
think it's
then-
going to be different this time around.
And then
Little small.
Hulk Lion VA9 wrote,
What a name.
we should use the money Pickens would get and sign 3 starters on defense. Y'all cry about Jerry not going after free agents. $30 million will get you 3 starters. Flournoy is good enough to be a number 2. And then
That's the one I question who is a Cowboy fan.
And then he shared a picture of a post from Dan Rogers who said, I think Cowboys need to keep Pickens. That's because I came to realize that Dak Prescott, as good as he is, needs extra help. I don't get how Dak faithfuls are out here outing themselves as doubters by getting defensive over the idea of not having Pickens.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we've seen
To
what
be
the
fair.
offense looks like with George Pickens. They were better. They're
Yeah, that's-
exponentially better.
It was like they didn't miss a beat when CD went down.
Mhm.
I'm just to the point now, please don't use the receivers as running backs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anybody in Cowboys hear me? Don't do it again.
Okay.
Get a running back in there that can run the football. That's all I ask.
All right.
But I'm
let's-
cool with Pickens coming back though.
Let's wrap
And
it
cool
up.
if he doesn't come back. So
We got to wrap it up. Unless we're getting close to our
go
time.
ahead, let's
being
get to
up.
that trivia.
So
Go on
trivia.
with it.
First trivia question is Washington Commanders. The question is, which wide receiver led Washington Redskins in receiving yards and receiving touchdowns in 2011? I'm going to wait on JT last. Maurice.
Damn. Rainwell. No, not Rainwell. Wait, what was his name? It wasn't Rainwell. It was. I specifically remember this. We talked about. Come back
Let
to
me
me.
come back to you. Okay, Mal.
Come back to me.
Bless you.
I'm trying to think of who was
Bless
there
you,
in 2011. It was Santana Moss was there, but I don't think he was the leader. I'm gonna go. Oh, it was Santana Moss, Armstrong, Jabbar Gaffney. I'm going with.
You're going to go Jabbar Gaffney?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he
JT,
outproduced Moss that year.
Jabbar Gaffney.
and Maurice.
Oh, I know I'm right.
Yeah, JT said it with such confidence. But you know
He did.
I'll take the opposite. Even if I know I'm wrong, I'll go Moss.
You shouldn't have.
Man, why he feels so blue? Why he
Why-
feels so blue?
I knew that Earl knew
Why
that.
he
Once
feels so
Earl
blue?
backed me up
Yeah,
on
I
that
know,
answer,
I know.
I was pretty happy.
Why he feels so blue?
I know.
Why he feels so blue?
Sometimes you
got
gotta take
that
that
wrong.
leap, you know what I mean?
Sometimes you got to take that
And
leap.
you're gonna fall
Okay.
right on your knee.
Mm.
What is it?
All right.
Lucas?
So next one, real quick. So who was the Eagles' backup QB in 2003?
Wait, so it was the last one was Gaffney?
Yeah, Gaffney.
Yeah, the last one was Gaffney.
So who was the backup QB in 2003 for the Eagles?
Yeah, that was easy. That's easy.
JT?
So tell us, Maurice.
No, let him wait
Yeah.
because he's an Eagle fan.
Yeah.
Like, ask the congregation. I'm gonna say AJ Feely.
I was gonna say
You say
Feely
AJ?
too.
Maurice?
It was Corey Detmer.
Corey Detmer was there too.
Yeah, it was actually Corey Detmer. Yeah.
Ooh.
I thought it was Feely. What the heck?
And he said it with some confidence.
Yeah, Corey Detmer was there too.
It was a good guess, though. It was look. Most years it was AJ Feely, but it was quite. Well, I can't even.
And
pronounce
you know, I can miss some.
Okay.
It happens.
I'm
It be
cool.
like that.
It
It's
happens.
okay.
I'm human.
Mm-hmm. No one
But don't get
perfect.
mad at me when I get it right.
Okay. Fair
That's
enough.
fair. That's
Because
fair.
Maurice be calling, he be like, man, you're going to call the police on me. Like,
No,
Just
I think
answering
for a
the question.
while we were skeptical, JT. We thought maybe there's some chicanery going on, like a little,
Chicanery.
a little,
chicanery.
a little.
Is that a food dish from you?
No. Me and Lucas thought Earl was cheating. That's all.
I never
Right?
doubted you, Earl. Never doubted you. Just so
I
you know.
mean, I will say that the evidence was mounting.
Yes, it was.
Evidence was mounting.
It was mounting. It was some of them
What?
that you just got out of thin air. I'm like, come on, man. No way.
Lucas, name the Giants' backup QB in 1997 or shave your head.
Oh, I think I actually know this. It's like his last name was Brown, wasn't it?
Dave
Yeah.
Brown.
Y'all don't have to.
Dave
Y'all
Brown.
can answer this for next week.
His last name was Brown. I can't remember
Yeah.
his first name
It was
though.
Dave Brown.
Who
Dave
was
Brown,
who was the backup for Troy Aikman when they won their first Super Bowl?
It was Jason Garrett, wasn't he?
I don't know. This
Was
was
it?
before my time.
Wait,
Don't ask me any trivia questions before 2006. I'm basically stumped on them.
When they went back to back. That's the one I wanted. Yeah, that one.
I don't
Well,
know.
was I right or wrong?
Well,
Guys,
there was
we gotta
there was
finish.
one before.
We-
Go ahead.
we-
I'll get into details later.
Yeah.
Now, before whoever's supposed to wrap up, I do want to note a few things. This concludes our free agent stuff. We'll be talking free agency, of course, when news comes out, whenever we have our episodes or our solo episodes. But moving forward, it's all draft from here, guys.
Let's
We're gonna
go.
so here's the thing.
Oh,
We're going to be having not one, not two, but 3 NFC East mock drafts. What does that mean? Well, we're going to have our first one next week, okay? We're going to have a live draft simulator on the screen while we're talking about it. Each team is going to be picking during this mock draft, okay?
Woo.
So we have that going on.
oh, okay.
And then after that one, each team is going to have their own mock draft, and then we'll have 2 mock drafts following it prior to the draft. Now, the second mock draft is the only one for the NFC East that we will be doing trades in, okay?
the second one.
The second one is the
Okay.
only one that we will be doing trades in, okay? The other ones are going to be trade free just to keep it as balanced as possible, okay? Now,
Okay.
of course, if you guys want to know exactly who we want versus what the simulator says we have to take, make sure you follow our solo content for the next month plus, basically 2 months for now, up until the draft, okay? We will be doing, I double-checked, I should be available the night of the draft for a live draft special again. That will be exciting. We may or may not stay on the full first round. We'll see. I don't know if any of our teams
That
are
was
going
a
to trade
long
back.
one last time.
That was a long
I have
one.
2 picks
Mhm.
in the first.
Yeah,
first
but
round.
the last team picking in the first round will be Maurice is at 23.
Yeah, last time it
I
was,
think we can hang the 23.
Yeah.
I think
we
23 is
last
good. I don't know
year.
if we might have to come back on if somebody trades back into the first round though.
Oh yeah, we could do
That's
that.
fair.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But in the meantime, I'm going to hand over the mic to whoever's
it could be
supposed
a happy
to be
draft
close.
day for me.
Yeah, I think it's me. So thank you guys for listening to this week's episode of 14 Rings at NFC East podcast. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, which has all of our individual episodes on there. So if you're looking for a more personalized experience with your specific team, you guys can find us on there. Make sure you follow us on all of our socials at 14 Rings and NFC East podcast. Make sure you subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, iHeartRadio at 14 Rings and NFC East podcast. Bye, y'all, and go Big Blue.
Raise hail.
Peace. Go Birds.
Blessings. DC for life.
Deuces.